Hi everyone, Donna the accounting lady here. Yes, I am back today. For those of you who weren't aware, I had LASIK surgery on Friday. Best thing I've ever done. I actually went from being able to see at 20 feet what most people see from 2 miles away to 20/20 vision. So highly recommend it. I'm still just like, oh my gosh, I can see. If you are wondering, Friday, the day of surgery was pretty rough. I mean, they are lasering your eyes. So without going into the details of the surgery, I came home and took a nap. And that was the best thing I could do. And then when I got up and had dinner, my sweet boyfriend made my favorite dish for me, which is cheese tortellini with Alfredo sauce and sausage. So he made my favorite dish for me and then put me back to bed. And by the next day, I could see. So I've been blind since I was 6, functionally. So this is just absolutely life-changing to, wake up in the morning and be able to see what normal people see. It's a huge thing. I currently, and I don't know if how long this will last, but as of right now, 9 o'clock in the morning on Monday, the 21st of December, I don't even need reading glasses. So I'm just, this is the best thing in the world. And I was a little apprehensive at the beginning. So wanted to kind of update everybody on that. If you see me around for for the rest of the holiday season, I'm not going to be wearing eye makeup, and there's a very good reason why. I don't want to risk any makeup flaking into my eyes while they're healing. So that's kind of it. As far as business thoughts, I really feel like it's critical to respect boundaries. I'm going to come back to that. I think it's critical to respect boundaries, especially when it comes to office hours, hours of operation, especially with a micropreneur. I have had people ask me for my personal cell phone address, or excuse me, my personal cell phone number, and I have literally told them, well, you can have it for purposes of setting up view access. For some reason, US Bank wants my personal cell phone number, and they don't take the number that I use that I receive texts on for work. But I don't accept client calls on that number, because I do try to keep my personal and business life separate. The reason for that is sanity, especially in 2020, where life is so completely topsy-turvy, and so many of us are working from home. I think it's critical to keep your business and personal lives, have some separation between them. I'm fortunate enough to have worked from home for the past about 15 years or so. I actually saw the possibility of that way back when Star Wars was a brand new movie. And technology and culture is finally catching up to what I saw, but it doesn't work for everybody. And a lot of people are really struggling with the work from home thing because of the lack of boundaries. I'm fortunate that I have a dedicated room in my home that I work from. I haven't always had that opportunity. I have had times when I've worked from a corner of my dining room, but I did have a dedicated space. And so I would, when I was done working for the day, I've always had business hours. So at 5 o'clock, the phone's off. And that is just because I actually have had clients call me in a panic at 11 o'clock at night. And I firmly believe there should never be an emergency in accounting. Okay. This is not an emergency. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not going to come get you out of jail. I'm not a judge. I don't need to issue warrants in the middle of the night. I'm not a physician, so there's no need for me to And those are the other big three professions. I am an accountant. There's nothing that cannot be done during business hours. Now, I may choose to work longer hours. I may choose to get up really early in the morning and work. I may choose to work late at night. But as far as client interaction, there's nothing that cannot be handled outside of business hours. Everything can be handled in business hours from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And I am on Mountain Time. The reason I really harp on that is because I have had clients freak out and want me to call the IRS at 11 o'clock at night. Well, you know, the nice thing about being in the financial world is that things close. The IRS is closed. You know, I can't talk to them for you. The bank is closed. There's nothing else we can do. Nothing can happen until the bank's open. So, you know, it's even in the professions like legal and medical, where there can be life-changing things happening in the middle of the night, I think it's important to respect those boundaries even more. So be very respectful of your professional's boundaries, because they're there for a purpose. They're there so that, you know, if I was a doctor, I would not want people calling me at 2 in the morning over the sniffles. I'd want that to go to my answering service. They have those for a reason. And then if there's something life-threatening and the phone rings at 2 in the morning, I know it's life-threatening, if that makes sense. And that way, everybody involved can be as fresh and well-rested as possible. I have just seen so many people with a sense of entitlement to people's time 24/7, and I think that's harmful for the professionals. I think it's harmful for the clients. I think it's harmful for society in general to expect to have anybody on the clock 24/7. That's it for today. Thank you so much, you guys. Merry Christmas this week. I will talk to you tomorrow, and have a great evening.